Ugh. My people, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're good, I guess. Yeah, it's flood content today. Hope you're ready. It's gonna be pretty cool. And you know what? I just want to get started because we've got some great stuff today. So let's do it. Let's begin. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Ah! All right, let's try that again. Without Jim Bob, Billy Jones in the background. Close one is a close one. All right, hold on. Wait, watch this. Welcome back! Good to have you guys here. Hope you've been well. Today we're doing flood stuff because you guys keep suggesting we add Covenant-themed objects to the flood map, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna grab some of those. I already have all of them because I made the Covenant ship out of them, so it's easy peasy. We're just gonna do that. The end. Super easy. It's literally just so easy. That's it. That's the whole thing. All right. Now, I want to show you guys this first. I actually did a rare off-stream thing, and I spent a bunch of time doing something really boring, which is that I added all of the new Forge objects to every single map in Ultimate Forge. I know. Brave of me. Very aware. So I want to jump into Tag Test and show you guys just so that you can see, like, oh, wow, all this stuff really, it's in the game. That's so cool. So let's do that very quickly. Cold Wave, thank you for the 2!
You should be working on permafrost. The outside world is literally demanding it. Don't make me freeze your pipes.
No, please don't do that. All of my water sources in my house are currently set to drip. Please do not freeze my pipes. My walls will actually explode and I'll die. Please don't do that. Please do not. Dude, the cold, it's so cold. Actually, what is it? Let me check the temperature outside right now. What are we looking at? It is currently raining ice and 27 degrees. Fahrenheit. That's what, like -1 or 2 Celsius. So goddamn cold outside. God. Why am I so blindingly bright today, dude? Who did that? I'm super bright. Oh, I gotta fix this. Hang on. What? Is that? That'll do. That'll just have to do. Okay. Let us continue. The cold has turned me into a snowman. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. It's time. It's -6 Fahrenheit here. It's not a competition, okay? We're all cold. Especially me. I'm the most cold. But it's not a competition. Alright, we're going to go in-game very quickly, and we're going to look at all of the fancy new Forge objects that we've added over the past, like, 2 days. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, but they are really useful and awesome. And then after we go and get all these Forge objects in, or check them all out, we're going to add even more, because even though the Flood Sandbox already has a ton of really cool, unique items, all Flood-themed, everyone, and especially some particularly vocal people, have been saying, hey, what if you added Flood stuff, because the Forerunner Halo Reach stuff in the Flood Sandbox is kind of pointless, and I want to build out of big, Covenant pieces. And you know what? Valid. Valid. I can do that. Mateus, thank you for the 2. Appreciate
It's
it.
70 here. I'm mad you'll get the cold.
No, don't be mad. My pipes, my poor Texas infrastructure is dying. Let's go to Savannah. Savannah sandbox. The poor Texas infrastructure is creaking under the weight of minor amounts of ice rain. It's sleeting outside, and the infrastructure of my city and state are just like, ugh. I go to my Amazon Alexa, I'm like, what's the temperature outside? It's like, there is a warning outside right now. Run your taps, expect power outages. I'm like, Dad, I used to live in the north. They don't salt the roads here. None of the infrastructure can handle the cold. It's insanity. How hard is it to just have the ability to not have the entire city violently explode when it freezes outside? What if you add the funny drivable weapons? There's no space. No, there's no space on the menu. I mean, there technically is. Man, I'm gonna explode. You're gonna freeze to death. You're gonna explode, and the explosion's gonna freeze into like a big, cool ice sculpture. How hard is it to have spare road salt? I don't know, but I ain't driving for the next like 3 days, dude. I'm waiting for the ice to melt. I keep seeing, I have like the Ring app, and I keep seeing people being like, don't drive right now. People are crashing. Can we please get flammable plasma rifle? How about I just like upload the tags? That way you guys can do whatever you want with them. Oh, water. You think that's bad? Imagine living in a state where it's known for stone, they still refuse to plow or sand anything. That's insane. What state does that? Sounds awful. Screw that, dude. Hell no. Alaska? I mean, I know Alaska doesn't have a massive population, but like, hello? That seems like a hardcore requirement. A flyable mongoose? That would be insanely easy to do. Damn, this is taking a minute to load. Taking that sweet ass time. Why didn't anyone tell me that learning Blender is hell incarnate? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the beginning of learning Blender does suck booty wieners. But I mean, it's better these days. It used to be like actually the worst thing ever. Blender used to be so un-user friendly. Alright, here we are in the editor, which is why my monitor is super slow. I don't have the fancy speed boost. But let's take a look at some of the stuff. All right, first and foremost, Scarab Gun is back in. I can't believe I forgot to add the Scarab Gun. I swapped out the crappy tactical battle rifle for the Scarab Gun. W. Very nice. So we got that back. We removed the ODST Banshee and the Heretic Banshee because they were literally useless. I also brought the Treadhog out, and I'm just going to save that for Permafrost because nobody uses it anyway. And then I removed the Corvette because it's useless. It's a completely useless vehicle. It was cool conceptually, but now we have the Light of Judgment, and it's in fact the correct Light of Judgment now. So we have this if you want a Corvette to glass stuff, so that's fine, honestly. Then objects-wise, this is where it starts to get a little bit of fun. I brought the crate back, dude. I know. Everyone wanted it, and I brought it back. We have a crate now. But more importantly, we also have the big shield doors. They're huge, including the one-way shield doors. Also huge. Large. And these are not the Halo 3 style ones. In fact, you can... Where's the collision model? How do I... I can't pick them back up. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we'll have to fix that. But let's not worry about it right now. Next up, we have... What else did I add? I added the... Oh yeah, and then we got the vehicle teleporters. Obviously, these are awesome. Love them. They look super cool. And they transport vehicles exclusively. Big W, big W. Actually just enormous teleporters. So, that's cool. Fat vehicle teleporters? Yeah, watch this, watch this. Watch some crazy stuff, watch this. Pretty cool. So now if you want to teleport some vehicles and make some covered up bases, you got that ability. It's pretty great. And also if you want to have a base where like people just can't shoot in and they can't come into your base, put down a one-way shield door. Nobody's able to get through this thing. Not even the fastest vehicle in the game can. Yet from one side you can just walk through comfortably. You just can't go back in. It's pretty sweet. What else? What else? We got, so that's the vehicle teleporters. We got the bridges, or not the bridges, the shield doors and stuff. Oh shit! Demon with the big 20! Thank you very much, man.
Dre,
appreciate it.
I want your opinion.
Yeah.
Me and Green got into a little argument. He hates when people put the glassing beam gun or nuke launcher in their Forge maps as Easter eggs.
Valid.
I say they're fun. Your thoughts?
I mean, it just depends.
As it's your mod.
It just depends on the map. I think if you're trying to make an actual map where you want people to actually like fight and have fun, it sucks ass. But I would argue that the glassing beam, the Light of Judgment weapon, you can put this in as an Easter egg if you give it like a really long spawn time, because especially if it's like a big team battle map and you actually like put it in a place that's fair, I don't see anything wrong with that personally. The nuke launcher is just hard no. Nuke launcher's a hard no. Light of Judgment though, this one actually doesn't just instantly kill everything. It can. I would say Light of Judgment genuinely can be fine, but just straight up never put the nuke launcher. Putting the nuke launcher in your map is an atrociously bad idea. I would never do. I literally only have it in Forge so people can fuck around. That's it. It's just it's a goof off weapon. Oh, new Forge object. Next to the crashed Phantom and the crashed Pelican, we now have destroyed Scarab. So that's cool. Now you can place down big destroyed scarabs in your map. It looks pretty good. It's got the effects and everything. There's a whole ass Forge object. Pretty cool. Got a pretty mid physics model, to be honest, but it's the one that Bungie made for it, so, you know, whatever. So there you go. Now you can decorate your map with a dead scarab. Thank you for the 5.
That's not the one the Forge list spawns.
No, I
also,
updated
by
it.
that logic, should we not put the longsword in?
Well, that's up to you. Do you want a vehicle that can fire a single nuke? I mean, that's entirely up to you. Also, this is just updated. The old one is gone now. This is the replacement. Also, Human Watchtower exists. Actually awesome. I love this thing. We did this yesterday in case you missed it. It's just the Watchtower from ODST, and using some wizardry, I was able to get the ladder to work. So now there's a working ladder on it. That was actually a huge pain in the ass. I had to make a fully custom physics model for it. And the ladder is actually just a really carefully curated grav lift that pushes you up. But it feels like a ladder, so, you know, who cares? So I can put these around. Oh, and also it has destroyable stuff, because it's a cool ODST object. Pretty rad. What else? We have... Oh, yeah, we have the Covenant Watchtowers. These are in the map now. Pretty cool. Place these down. Go crazy with it. And most importantly, we have the Covenant Landing Pad as a Forge object now. And this thing took way too much effort to make a physics model for it to make it a valid Forge object. But it's real. It's a real object. You can just place it down on your maps. Gigantic Covenant piece. You'll love to see it. So, it's chill. I'm wishing we had a standalone ladder. I mean, it's literally just a gravity lift. You can't go, like, you literally can't go down it. If I try to go down, nothing happens. It just pushes me up. But I mean, I could make a ladder, realistically. Or at that point, I might as well just do, like, a big gravity lift. I think that was all of the new objects, unless I'm somehow forgetting something. It's crate, shield door one way, the vehicle teleporters, sender, receiver, two-way node, the scarab gun, the destroyed scarab object, human watchtower, the Covenant watchtower, and the giant Covenant landing pad. Oh, I deleted it, but the landing pad, the big one. So, a lot of great new objects. I genuinely think will improve people's map making abilities pretty substantially. And we sacrificed pretty much nothing of value to get these on the list. Pretty cool. I think this one's probably going to be the best one. Out of all the objects added, and I'm sure people will get some great use out of the shield doors and the Covenant stuff, but I think this one's the coolest. You can't do device machines as forge objects, right? I was thinking, yeah, no, sadly not. I wish. It would be awesome, because you can have device machines just trigger when you get close, which would be super nice, but no, sadly not. Sadly not. Looking around the big platform midship is fun, just crouch jumping and getting launched from that platform. They're talking about the little... Oh, yeah, because it bends and moves around. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. Be very curious to see how the physics on that is done. Might be able to do some cool stuff with it. So one thing we were talking about adding into this mod was the big Forerunner bridge. We still do, I think, have some slots. Milkman, thank you for the 23 months, dude. Much appreciated. That I've seen a lot of other channels show off and examine the E3 leaks. I don't think you gotta leave your streams private. I don't think so either. I did it just to be safe because it was like uncertain what was going on. I made a YouTube short about it and that's been public for a while now. So I think you're right. I don't think it's a big deal at all. No game does have forgeable device machines. El Dorito. So true. But you're right, Milkman. I don't think I will unprivate them for the time being, but maybe I'll take a look at it again. That'd be kind of fun. Might be kind of freaking cool. Let me take a quick gander here. Where do I want to... Yeah, whatever. I say we load up the flood map. And... once we do... Wait, let me double check something. Okay, good to go. I'm going to load up the flood map. And I want to add in just a shit ton of Covenant Forge objects from the mission Cortana. Are the destroyed Pelicans and Phantoms flyable? Huh. They're destroyed. Why would they be flyable? I don't understand. I mean, they could be made flyable. It would be really cursed. Ghost ships, it's the Black Barrel. Look, you gotta add a flyable dumpster from the storm. Valid. Honestly, good suggestion. Add flood goop textures to Crash Pelican and Phantom like the ones in campaign. Why? I just opened the same map. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I mean, it could be done. Technically, it would make the map, like, bigger and slimier. But yeah, technically. I don't even know if... I don't think there are flood slimy textures on a Pelican in campaign. I think you might just... You're probably seeing decals. They probably placed decals in the map editor. It's probably what you're thinking of. If I had to guess. Alright, I'm also going to boot up the flood sandbox here in the tag test. In Halo 3 tag test real quick. Game multiplayer sandbox, game start, levels, flood sandbox, flood sandbox. This is the flood sphincter. It's a giant flood butthole door that allows you to go in and out smoothly. Is a Stargate an object in Ultimate Forge? No, sadly not. One day. I don't think. I think I would have to do El Dorito to have working multiplayer Forge Stargates. What's your mod? It's called Ultimate Forge, and it's an enormous Forge mod with 10 maps, including Halo Reach's Forge World ported. We're working on the Flood map, the 1 of 10 Flood map here today, where it's a giant empty Flood map, and yeah, you can just make your own disgusting Flood stuff out of objects like these. These are some of the Flood Forge objects right here. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, here we are. We're loaded in. I can even preview it for you. We have beautiful things like ground small. This is not the right Forge object. Nobody builds on the Flood map enough to tell me that I put the wrong object on ground small. Here's Cliff Small. Where do you find it? It's currently on the Steam Workshop. If you go to the Ultimate Forge Steam page, you can find in the description, there's a link to this mod, which is Ultimate Forge 2.0 as like a beta test version. I've re-binged SG1 again. Oh, I did that not too long ago. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. Look at that. We got some flood plates on this map that you can forge. Very cool. Some flood mounds of various sizes. Also very cool. Some tentacle mounds. Some drippy tentacle bits. Flood piles, of course. The inevitable flood crust. Flood balls. Tendons. Of all various shapes and sizes. The flood door. And that's all the flood exclusive stuff. But yeah, you can build a crap ton of things with it. It's pretty sick. That said, we also have a bunch of Forerunner stuff in here. And as cool as that is, we could absolutely not have those and it would be great. But we do have the new objects in here. We have the Watchtower, the Dead Scarab. You know, we even got the Covenant landing pad on the map. That's pretty cool. You could floodify this thing if you want to. Place one of these down. Throw some large-scale flood mounds on it. Maybe like some medium ones. Look at that though, that's kind of cool. You get some of those. Ooh, when I get the drip one, I like this one. Ooh, that's a good spot for it.
I haven't used the Halo Blender add-on since it came out and I was surprised to see all the added features, but it's a bit confusing.
Think of the tenor.
Maybe some shorts explaining functions would be great.
Honestly, that's a pretty good idea. I do like that. Yeah, I could definitely go into some detail on it.
Oh god, it's still going.
Thank you for the 2! Wait, what does that mean? What's still going? The snow, the ice rain? You're talking about that? Yeah, it is. Look at this, dude. I'm just floodifying this stuff. I put some large flood crusts down. Put one like on this ramp right here. I like the flood ambience. Anyone else trying to fall asleep to some flood screaming ambience? And then, oh, the piece au resistance. Big flood ground chunk to blend into it. That goes crazy. Yeah, that goes pretty crazy. Then, wait, big brain. We take a small cliff piece. Set it somewhere around here. And then I can use this as a springboard to put some of the flood plates on it. Maybe like a medium one. Man, the flood sandbox actually is so fun. Look at that, man. Floodifying it in very little time. It could be way crazier, too. Way better forgers than me made some way crazier stuff than this. Did you fix a hole in the terrain pieces? Yes, actually. 2 streams ago, we fully fixed it. And not only did I fix it, I actually went through and fixed the physics model for all the holes and things. Wait, actually, did I don't think I put it onto every other object, though, did I? But I perfectly fixed it, and I went even further, and I improved all of the, I improved all of the holes and the edges and the little bumps and jumps on it, so that it's way smoother as well. What about the water transparency? What do you mean? So what is something wrong with the water? The water has transparency on the water plane object. So now we are standing 3 feet in the air on them. I mean, you still are a little bit on the really big one, but it's probably fine. There we go. Look, we're extra floodified. We have nasty flood water in here now. Huge. A lot of water for high charity. Yeah, whatever. Put medium cliff down. Look at that, it's scenic. Scenic. Can we get some extra large flood plates, please? Oh my god, can I get a medium one too? Oh man. Man, oh man. That's probably not how that should look, but whatever. And then last but not least, let's get some flood mounds. My god, it's beautiful. We get this weird tentacly one in here somewhere. We could have it like on top of this cliff somewhere. Blend it in. Damn, that's crazy. Add some Covenant hallways, I'm begging you. Don't worry, that's what we're doing today. You got nothing to worry about. It's pretty cool, man. I really do like this canvas. I do think it's very nice. Very, very nice. The Flood is now happy with this scenario, as they should be. I love Covenant objects. Yes, indeed. Now, there are plenty of Covenant objects to add. In fact, one object in particular that's going to be a huge help to us is an object I've already made and finished, and I'm going to use it as a reference. It doesn't have every good Covenant object in it, but it has a lot of them. And that, of course, is the Covenant Carrier. The Covenant Carrier object that I made, the one and done base that you can just spawn in and have an instant base. This is one forge object, by the way. Smile. All of the objects that I made the interior out of, minus the literal walls and ceiling, are from the mission Cortana. So, like, these giant pillars right here, from the mission Cortana. Whatever the fuck this thing is, Cortana. This thing, again, Cortana. This other cool pillar and these weird pipes, more Cortana stuff. I want to make my own Covey objects, but I'm dumb. Well, you can treat this like a tutorial, because I'm about to go in and make a whole bunch of cool shit with it. Hopefully. Alright, I'm going to pull up my work folders in the background so that we can quickly get between my Blender folder and my, my other folder, my Halo game, Halo video game. Yep. That's what I said. Alright, let's go ahead, pull up my command prompt for tool. Got that in the background. We need data, objects, bubbles, sorry, give me 2 more seconds. Forge, and put this all in the flood folder. Take that, grab myself a tags folder. Okay, got that. Alright, I did it. Got my work stuff open. Now, we're basically going to take most of the objects that you see here and then turn them into forge objects for this map. And I'm going to put as many on this map as I want, and you guys get to be like, oh shit, that could be useful, or oh shit, that's completely useless. And basically, we're just going to replace a bunch of the Halo Reach Forerunner Forge objects on this map with a bunch of Covenant-themed objects from the mission Cortana. The hangar looks great with Cortana's resources. I appreciate that. I mean, not that it's really a compliment towards me. It's way more a compliment towards Bungie and their fantastic asset design. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it looks cool as fuck. So whatever this thing is, we're going to have it. Whatever these pillars are, we're going to have it. Whatever this weird decorative thing is, also going to have it. And shoot, man, I might as well just add these plates in as structure pieces that you can just build out of. I'll make a floor plate, a ceiling plate, and a wall plate. Why not, dude? Just throw them in there. Fuck it. We're gonna put a forge object, ground, or cliff in the air. You'd have this feeling of being in Zen from Half-Life. True, that'd be kind of Zen-esque. God tier game design. It's pretty fucking awesome. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I already have certain parts of Cortana, I believe, exported. Demon of Dong, thank you for the 5.
What about those hanging generators from the level Cortana that you have to blow up?
Those could be good. I don't know, I'd have to take a look at them again, because it's honestly been a while. I kind of forgot what they looked like entirely. But yeah, no, I'd definitely be down. What? Blood temp, what are you? Hold on, I'm gonna look at something really quickly. What are you? Structure, flood tunnels, OBJ, what? Oh! I'm looking, I have a folder for all my flood objects, and then, oh, you know what? Okay, I was on a tangent there, but I know exactly what I need. Where's my Covenant carrier? Of capital ship, is that it? Assets, perfection. Beautiful. Okay, so this is the mission Cortana, or like part of it anyway. Stuff like this could be awesome. This is a Covenant hallway. And, well, it's a destroyed one, anyway. But we could have a regular hallway, theoretically, like this one, and this connector piece. And you could just build interior hallways out of it. Kinda cool. You would definitely have to hide the outside, though, because it'd be really ugly, but I could... It'd be kind of a pain in the ass to do a physics model for it, but I could totally make one. Not even a big deal, honestly. Not even a big deal. Bungie just shoving these objects halfway into walls and calling it a day. Crazy. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to have these hallways. It's like one hallway piece, a connector piece. I don't think there's any other kinds of hallways, if I'm being honest. I think it's just straight line hallways and then connector pieces. And then, of course, there's a bunch of like structure objects like these things here. And I wouldn't use these or these big ones because these are specific to this giant room. But like, yeah, there's a lot of individual objects here that are kind of cool. Pretty freaking neat, dude. Try the title as adding flood consent. Hey, yo, what? I mean, this reactor room... Oh, this thing's cool. What is this? Reactor center console. It's kind of neat looking. Could be a good object to have. Honestly, as far as actual flood objects go, I pretty much just would grab hallways from this. But, good news, there should be even more stuff. Like this, Cov ship stuff. This is where I extracted a bunch of the objects out, where I ended up using them in the ship. These little wall panels are really nicely. The floor A, those could be super useful. Could add these Covenant support chunks. Those might be nice too. A lot of little stuff like this I think will go a long way. What is this even? Covenant rubble? Oh, dude, what a great object. Look at that. That's fantastic. This would be awesome to have. Throw that in there for sure. A bridge cover tube, I'd like some of those, please. A wall prop, massive, enormous. Throw a flood blob here, a little shmoo there. True. Actually, I'm gonna go hit up the restroom really quickly, and I'll leave you guys with some beautiful slimy flood ambience for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. But my cats, they're so cute. I love them so much. Is it true that Cortana parts are from the flagship level? Yeah, I would say like a huge chunk, probably the vast majority of the mission Cortana is just the flagship level. Like most of it is the flagship level. Like slightly repurposed. If you look carefully, see FS, these prefixes, FS on everything, FS strip, FS panel, all stands for flagship. Everything in here is flagship, except for a very, very small few things. Should you get some hallways from C? Nah. I'm gonna use, Oh, right, there's the mountain seat. No, I don't like this one because there's a weird back to it. I want to grab this, though. The Covenant Rubble piece is really cool. I feel like this would be a great, like, design chunk to just throw around. Let's see, where do we have? Rubble... Rubble B. We have Rubble A, B, and C. Let's do... ZZ, A, ZZB, ZZC. And this will allow me to just pretty easily grab stuff out of this. So I want those rubble pieces for sure. I think those will be super useful to have. I don't know about these platforms, these floors. I use these a lot on, like around generally. Here's some hole debris. The question is, do I do actual flood structure pieces or do I do flood debris? Maybe a mix of both. I think a mix of both would be kind of useful. It would be very, like, themed correctly. Broken panels. I don't want anything that's too detailed. I'd like to have some larger things. We'll grab one of these for sure. I should have physics models for a lot of this stuff already, too. And is the wall prop useful? The wall prop could be useful. I'd say we grab the wall prop. What about wall prop B? Where's that? Ooh, it's even bigger. Wait, that might be even better. Cool. What do you guys think? Should we grab the giant beam? The beam's kind of cool. At least keep the beam tower in the fortress. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of all of the reach stuff, just the least important ones. You know, it's kind of up for debate, but yeah. I think I want to grab this piece too. I think this is a cool piece. Beams are nice. So I think that's most of the actually good stuff. What do you think? Should we add the funny broken metal bits? It's all messed up. Perhaps we better do Halo 2 parts. I would actually argue that Cortana as a mission, because it's using the flagship stuff, is really, really good for this. Covenant supports. Would these be any good? Those can work. I'm gonna yoink it. Yeah, I'll yoink it anyway. We can make an informed decision on whether or not we want to use all of these or not. Oh, this is cool. Here's a computer terminal thingy. Kind of like this. Could be a good decorative prop. Oh, I already have this one as... Oh, I think I have this in game. I don't know if I used it, though, in the ship. I don't think I used that one. I want to grab this thing again. This is cool. Confirm, looks like the hexagonal pattern. Yeah, it's like the ripped open innards of, like, walls and stuff. A lot of good stuff here, but... I'll rename this one. Save that. Alright, we're going to save our Cov ship stuff. We're going to open up Cov ship stuff 2, which is in another section of the mission Cortana here. Kind of like these. They come in round pads. They spam them around on this mission a lot. They're like the little hollow pads. Could be useful. I feel like this is pretty awesome. Giant chunk of broken Covenant ship goes kind of crazy. Cov ships. Notice that none of these say High Charity and they all just say Covenant ship. Also use those pillars massively. Scale it to sort of skyscrapers. We're gonna spend like the towers on High Charity. I mean, yeah, that's doable. Here's another cool chunk. This might be a good, something good to have. I did grab this for the Covenant ship, so that's cool. We can grab that as well. Ooh, what are you? Do we already have this one? This is Rubble Covenant A. I think we already have this one from the other map, so we don't have to worry about that. We already have this one too. These pillars are thrown all over the place. Maybe we should grab some of these Covenant, like, broken pillar beams. They're kind of cool. I might like that. Ooh, hanger shelf. Is this, like, hidden outside the map or something? What is this? Hanger shelf A01 and 02. Might be cool to have. I'll throw these in here. We already have that giant support column. We got those two, that one, that one. Whoa, what's this? Walkway High Charity. Rare actual High Charity object. Not a floodship object. We have the enamored clad frigate in the sky. Oh, you can already spawn frigates in the game. Yeah, that's already a thing. It's on the forge list. You can just spawn frigates. Well, all this does look pretty good so far. We have a lot of rubble. We have a lot of pillars. What is this? Oh, it's a giant. That's not instance geo, so we can't really use that. I suppose I'm going to add this anyway. It's just this little round Covenant piece. I can't guarantee we'll use it, but I'll at least throw it in there so that we can theoretically just get all of these into the game, organized, etc., etc. I think that's pretty much everything I would want to grab from here. Yeah, there's that. Okay. I say we save, and let's move on to the next map. If there's anything else here. Oh, this is where the walls start to go crazy. We get the... There's a hallway with some exposed bits. I'm not going to use this one specifically because we actually have better ones than this. There's an entire bridge. Can't really use that, though. The command bridge as an object might be too complex. Theoretically, yes. It would just take an extremely long time to get it working in-game. Because I would need to make a very complex physics model for it. It is by no means a simple object. There's like underground parts and tons of curvature. I would love to do it. It would just be really challenging. Also, I like these objects, but also they're so curved, I feel like they're a little too specialized. Slanted pillar, not particularly useful. What is this? Bridge screen projector. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Could theoretically use this. Oh, here's a flood tree. Is it useful enough? It is a cool flood tree. Do we add a new flood object just for the fuck of it? Can't really use that. That's too specialized. But this one's like generic enough that you could theoretically do something cool with it. I'll add this. Ooh, wait, let me check this out. This is something cool. High Charity Hall secret room. What does this even connect to? Hello? Is there a hole in the ceiling? Oh, there is. I don't remember ever seeing this, but I'll put a ZZ on it so we can yoink it. It's a specialized type of room. That's pretty cool. Oh, this thing. I want this thing. Plenty of girders and this and that and all the other things. decorative panel thing, but I'm pretty sure we already have those. I'm almost certain we already have this. Collision object. The elite chairs. Yeah, dude. Those 3 doors look more like High Charity. If you're talking about the ones in here, you might be right, actually. No, I lied, actually. This is straight up not that. But this... Oh, that is a hole in the ceiling. Never mind. We're going to go back for the hallways, though. I do very much want to add the hallways. I think it'd be very cool. Okay, this is looking good. Let's go to the last one I exported, which is this one here. Oh! What the hell is this? Reactor Bridge Grate. That's kind of cool. This is minus the hallways, all the cool stuff here. Oh, this is kind of sick. Giant tentacle mass. Oh, it's so specialized, though. How's that 3D printed scarab going? I have not done the 3D printed scarab. I have a mini version that I printed but couldn't pull apart because I printed it too small. I think should we add the hallways? No, not that one. I think we should add the hallways personally. Ooh, some lights might... Well, they won't actually give off light, but there are a lot of cool Covenant lights here. I say we snag some hallways, and then... we snag this. And then... I mean, I'm not going to grab this whole room. Oh, but these pillars are very important. I definitely want these and this funny shield object for the wall. Probably should also get the door frames, now that I think about it. Okay, with that, I would argue we're actually good. Always junction, doors, and supports. Yeah, well, the door object I'll have to do separately because that's actually an object from the game that I'll need to convert into a crate for, like, closed doors, and I'll have to attach it to these things, but yeah. Generally, I think we're good here. I'm gonna make a quick... Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh, it's the housing for the giant rod thing. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna quickly make a new file, and I'm gonna import all of those objects into a single thing here. So we're gonna do object, we're gonna search ZZ, grab all those. And we can basically just prioritize whichever ones we think are the coolest. There's a lot. I grabbed a shit ton of objects. I was not holding back. But I mean, the good part of that, though, really is that we get to just decide on the coolest things. Alright, here are all the objects that are scattered all over the place. I'm going to do this. We're going to clear parent, keep transform. Take all the objects out of the level container that held them. So technically not all of these are individual objects, but let's go boom maps, find sandbox 2, flood objects. I will save this to, no wait, assets, flood, cove objects. All right, cool. So we got a lot of cool stuff here. Not all of it's going to make the cut, of course, but there are some great things here. Sorry, is it public yet? Yeah, I mean, it's been available to, like, download and mess around on forever. And I have a pretty cool, huge new update that's going to come out in the next couple of days. Hopefully including all these objects I'm about to throw in as, like, ideally the final thing. Let's do this. We're going to do origin to geometry for this object. And then we're going to hit 0. And null out the rotation values on it. Do the same thing here. Rotation null. Location 0. What does its default rotation look like that? Ew. Anyways. Yeah, rubble, A, B, and C. I think the rubble pieces are actually going to be so huge. Secret room. Oh, this thing is awesome. This pillar is really cool. What else? This thing. It's pretty sweet. Definitely want to grab this thing, but it's made up of 2 objects, so it's kind of tough. I'll kind of move it somewhere nearby. Ooh, the flood tree, actually sick. And then that leaves this thing. I don't know if I really want these giant flood... Maybe not this one, but this one would be cool for sure. And then that leaves just a couple of objects out here. This. I think that only leaves the hallways and the big old chunks floating around here. So I'll move them kind of over here temporarily. This. For the most part, that's everything reasonably organized. So let's line them up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Why is this one all messed up? It's I really like this object, but its rotation is like beyond cursed. That'll do for now. I really like this wall though. It looks good. Game night. I genuinely wanted to game night tonight, and when I almost did it, I was putting all of the objects on the forge list, which is why every map now immediately has like everything it needs to be fully functioning and fully featured. Added all the new objects and everything into the game. Okay, so that's all like the relatively intact stuff. Everything here, I'm going to try and make the destroyed bits and pieces. Or no, wait. This is intact. I think this is... Yeah, this is intact too. It needs to be rotated. What else? There's a flood chunk, or a destroyed chunk. I gotta scale some of these up. Destroyed chunk. Another destroyed chunk. All those down there. Here's another destroyed piece. What else? What is this wall? last but not least, we rotate it like that. Almost had it. Wait. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll do. And this will just be a wall variant over here. Don't even know if I'll use it, but it is, in fact, a smaller wall. Has it been updated on Steam since that is later this week? No, it's coming later this week. Game night is coming very soon, though. I'm excited. With all the new features that have been added in the past week, I genuinely think this is going to be, like, the best playtest yet. And I'm going to do another challenge where we all have to, like, build a map again. I think that'll be... As much as that's literally just required in order to play, I think it's also a lot of fun. Doing the 30-minute challenge, or I guess it ended up being, like, a roughly 1 hour challenge, but I really thought that was a great time. Okay, honestly, I'm such a huge fan of these like generic Covenant chunks. Something about them just feels extremely versatile and so appropriate for Forge. Burgle! I haven't seen that name in a minute! Thanks for the 2. Hope you're good.
Sup, Pooks? Got the rubber duck yet?
I'll be honest, I forgot. You kind of just came in, said I want a rubber duck, and then left for like a year. I low-key forgot about that. A lot of good Covenant objects lined up here. But I do hope you've been well, Burgle. It has been some time. That's what life does. True. True. Now make a high charity Covenant canvas map. Done. What next? What's step 2? Dang, he's good. Yeah, it's what I do. It's what I do. Okay. Step 1. I'm gonna put this Covenant wall in the game. It's gonna be a cool wall. It's gonna be Covenant. It's a Covenant wall. To be sure. Let there be no doubts. It is in fact a Covenant wall. Let's Cov wall prop B. Alright, so here's how we're going to run this. I'm going to make this very, very easy. We're going to do a new project. And since I saved all of those in a really convenient way and even have them rotated correctly, all I have to do now is go into that folder where I saved everything, which was called Flood Cov Objects. And I just grab the wall B. Alright. I now have it. There it is. For scale, I'm going to make sure that Master Chief is up for the size of this. Halo 3 character, Master Chief. I presume he'll be a good scale relative to... Oh my god, this wall is enormous! Is that a good thing? That might be a good thing. Maybe we scale it down to like size of 1. That's like a little bit more reasonable, right? Just chill. Yeah, alright, I think that's fine. Okay, so my thought for making a physics model for this is a very simplified one. No, take it back. Wow, this is already, you can't even come close to jumping over this. It's enormous. Burgle came back as a member! We're so back, dude! Thank you, Burgle. I appreciate you. Thank you. Burgle with 12, that's a whole year! That was it, that was the year! Thank you, Burgle! Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. God damn. Dum 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 dum. Took 2 extra years. Hey, it is what it is. You're a busy person. Alright, I'm going to show you guys my secret technique for this physics model. I already saw it in my mind's eye. Using my clairvoyance, I was able to easily deduce the necessary and powerful, badass, mind you, calculations required in order to make this physics model. I'm gonna go like this. A bunch of cubes. That's actually it. That's the whole physics. You're just gonna do a lot of cubes, to be honest with you. But that's cool. Just like that, I'm basically done. That's 1/2 of the physics model complete. Easy. Easy! Got all the material. We're going to call it Cove Wall. Nice. I'm going to take this, duplicate it, rotate it 180 degrees, snap it into place right here. Not bad. Last but not least, separate by loose parts. Now we got a bunch of physics objects that are all valid. Physics model complete. We got the wall. Technically, we do need to make a quick collision model for it, so... Ugh. We're going to use the render model because I'm a disgusting freak. We're going to hide all the physics really quickly so we can actually see. Make this a collision model. We're going to go merge by distance, which is going to fuck with the shading, but not that we ever needed it. And we're going to shade flat so we can actually see what we're looking at here. And about 1,000. That's fine. It don't matter. But there we go. So in order to turn this into an actual object, there's only one more step, which is to create a bone for the armature. Parent the collision model to said bone. Whoops. Try that again. Collision model, armature, pose mode, bone, parent it there. Then all we gotta do is take the physics and render and then just slap them onto the armature, no bone required. And now we have a forge object. Huge! Let's export it into the game. And since all of the textures for this come from a campaign level, and they already have prefixes for it, I don't even have to make a shaders folder. This thing will actually just already know what to do. So in my flood folder, I'm going to make this thing called Cove Wall B. I'm going to shove all of our Blender exported stuff in there. And I'm going to make this Cove Wall B here. And I'm going to just, I don't know, take one of the flood plate Creighton model tags really quickly. Shove it in here, Cove Wall B. And we will have this in game in the next 60 seconds. Let's do it. First we take our crate tag. Hook it up to our model tag that we just copied. Delete the bounding radius so the game auto-calculates it. And bulk import. Alright, let's spawn it in. We'll go to our flood folder where I've lovingly organized all flood-related objects. And we have our very first Covenant object. My god. Cool. Like an exposed wall. Let's change its physics to be a fixed mode, that way it doesn't fall to the ground. Dang, that looks pretty cool! Not bad, not bad. And because I'm a good modder, I'm going to go into the physics model right here, where the physics object is, and I'm going to give it a material of hard, metal, solid, hard, metal, solid, covenant. That way when you walk on it, you hear those footstep sounds from that material. And I'm also going to... Fuck. I'm actually going to re-export it really quickly. Actually I put 3 collision models on it for literally no good reason. Or collision materials, excuse me. I just wanted one called Cov Wall. There we go. Now we just have one collision material called Cov Wall. We'll also give it hard, metal, solid, covenant as its material. And now, really nothing changed. But it makes metal noises. So if I was to walk on this, on top, subtle metal footstep sounds. Perfect. Anyway, cool wall object, straight out of campaign. You'll love to see it. Shader collections are an ass pain. They're not too bad, honestly. I've set up my own shader collections. It makes things a lot easier for some stuff. Now that we did one object, we could probably speedrun a bunch of others. So let's pop back into our Flood Covenant objects here and see what we want to do next. Also, while we're here, let's take our Foundry toolkit and clear the duplicate materials. Wow, that was a lot of duplicate materials. Okay, what would be another useful one? I definitely want to do this pillar, but now that I'm thinking, I want to do these giant flood destruction objects. I think they're these covenant destruction objects, excuse me. I think they look really, really cool, and I would love to see one of these in game. It would be kind of annoying to do the physics model for these, but I'll do like a simplified one just to make things easy. They're cool though. Covenant tech is really just foreigner tech with a bunch of purple shit on it. Well, it's a lot rounder too. They, like, reverse engineered everything they could. All right, let's do this again. We have a new project from which I'm going to append a. It was underscore a. Rubble a. Bring it all the way over here. Here's our rubble. It's pretty cool looking. Cov Rubble A. I'm gonna save this. Cov Rubble A. And, I mean, the render model's obviously already done. I think our origin point somewhere in the middle, so it's a little more convenient to grab. Did you yoink the grunt skulls and femur bones from Cortana? No, I did not. Those would be so they would be impossible to see in game. I feel like it'd be a total waste to have it there, frankly. I love them conceptually and, like, when talking about, like, decorations and stuff, but unfortunately, that or a giant piece of Covenant rubble, the giant piece of Covenant rubble wins. Was it hard, metal, solid, cov? That's going to be the material. That way I don't even have to list it out. It just knows. Now that we got that, I'm going to try to convex hold the whole thing. Honestly, not even that bad. Not even that bad. Convex hold it like that. Geometry data, clear that. Turn on the render model, and then I'm going to try to decimate it down a decent bit. Pretty optimized physics model, all things considered. Not bad. Not bad. Cool. And then collision-wise... Collision-wise, I have some ideas. So what I want to do is definitely reuse the render model where I can here, because I'm not going to make a fully raw collision model for this, but I want to grab stuff like this, like these bits. These don't need to be on the collision model. What is this? Ripped honeycomb stuff? Those don't need to be on the collision model either. We have unused materials now. We have the inside. Whatever this is, we need that. Okay, so it looks like everything else here is pretty solid. I wonder if I can decimate it down a little bit. Nope. Can't do it too much. I'll try like decimating it in half. That might hopefully work well. Give that a go. Do a little merge by distance. 1 meter, nothing saved. Alright, I guess that's fine. We can live with that. We'll do remove all materials, then we'll just add the same material we did for the physics model onto it, and I think we should be good. Let's turn it into an armature that we can put in game, and we are chilling. So, collision model goes onto the bone because it has to. Then the render and physics go on the armature. Done. Let's put this in game, dude. Record time. I'm exporting. This is Covenant Rubble A. So we have our tag folder for it. Very nice, very nice. And let's grab the export there, put it into our data folder, and then we get it in game. Hopefully it looks good. That would kind of suck if this was an ugly piece. Is there a general import tutorial? There should be. There should be tons of them out there, especially if you go to like the C20 Reclaimers website. They should have a ton of really good instructions on there. I reference it all the time, honestly. I forget things like crazy. Got Rubble A. Ooh, that does look good. That's very nice. Alright, let's quickly do this. Make the physics model fixed. And I'm just going to jump around it. See. Oh, it feels pretty good. Nothing about it feels egregious or bad. Just a cool chunk of Covenant rubble. Nice. Yeah, we should definitely do the other Covenant rubble pieces. This one's really good. Gyarados! 5, man. Appreciate it.
Hello, click type man.
What?
Just found out about the second tower. Why did it just stand there after watching what happened to the first tower?
What did 6 say to 7? Why was 6 scared of 7 type shit? What did you... Yeah, I don't know. It's honestly a great question. Philosophers have been thinking about it for quite a while. They just haven't found an answer to it. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. We'll just never know. Oh, this one's gonna suck. This is gonna be... Wait. Yeah, A and then B. Alright, let's do B. We want Cov Beam, Wall Prop, Rubble. First things first. Oh god, no, dude! Just got a notification on my ring now that the ice rain has set in. Somebody said, loud boom. And then the school across the street lost power. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is if this stream spontaneously disconnects, it was the fucking ice rain. Can you add Shadow the Hedgehog to Halo 3 now that you've attempted Goku? Sorry, it's just impossible. It's just too hard. Shadow the Hedgehog is too powerful. Emergency generators? Do I look like I have that kind of money? Would Jagga to secretly wish? Please, that would be fucking awesome, actually. Hell yeah, dude. Let's make it a reality, guys. Gamers, let's make this real.
No. He's going to add the Master Chief. Everyone like his stream out of hate and keep watching if he doesn't do it.
No! No! Whatever you do, don't keep watching this peak Halo content. I would hate that. Please. Stop. Alright, collision model's done. Now the actual hard part, which would be the physics model. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have to get a little crazy here. Here's the raw model of this object. The reason this is challenging should be fairly evident if you've ever worked with a physics model before. It's because there's a hole in it. But theoretically, it doesn't have to be like an actual hole. Now, instead, I can grab all of these bits, delete them. We can still see them there because the render model is showing through right now. But what I can do is a super secret technique. Where I split this into tons of chunks and everybody, it just works. Everybody claps, talks about how talented I am for being able to do that, and it's a really good time. Everyone says, wow, the way that you cut objects into chunks is unparalleled. I've never seen somebody cut objects into big chunks quite the way you do. I think you've got a real talent. I go, that's true. I think you're absolutely right. I think my talent speaks for itself. And then everybody claps and gives me $100, and I get Reddit Gold for 2 years. Blame Green Knight? That's actually so based. Holy. Alright, let's decimate the fuck out of this. Thank you for the 5
Drake,
Gyarados. Okay,
your modding skills changed my life.
Thank you.
After watching you for years now, I was finally able to walk again. And the first thing I did was unsubscribe.
What? Hello? What do you mean by that? Why would you do that? This is the one channel worth being subscribed to on YouTube. God bless America. Alright, physics model's done. This is what it looks like. It's a blob. But physics models should look like blobs. Low poly blobs, ideally. W! Alright, export, new one, done, dude. We're just powering through this shit. This is easy. This is easy. Let's Covenant Rubble B. Cov Rubble B. Paste that in there. Shut the A for a B. We're done. Let's just put it in the game. You are taking my donuts for the gospel. They don't know that you secretly hate me, and it's deeply ironic. And you pray every day for my downfall. What do you mean W? Do not W that. Pray for my success. Ooh, this is a nice piece. We're good. Nice. Look at this, dude. New objects coming together, man. Generic Covenant destroyed blobs go kind of crazy sicko style. Gone sexual, man. Look at that. Woo! Have the Phantom Landing Pad from Halo 2? Yeah, actually, that'd be a decent one to throw on here. I don't know how useful that would be realistically. Honestly, these things look way better than my crappy upscale from like years ago. Alright, let's do the last piece of Covenant Rubble, and then we'll move on to some more interesting stuff from the project. Alexander, thank you for the 5!
Check supporter chat RQ. Also, me, somewhat, and Imperator are gonna do a Stardust session next weekend. You want in with us?
No, I'm
or are you
good.
Gonna be busy?
I'm definitely gonna be busy. I'm trying to grind all this stuff out right now. I just want to get it done. Every day I stream, I just want to do pure work. That's where I'm at right now. What is this? Is this a Mythic Jackie video? Ooh! Is that the plasma? Not launcher. I don't know if this is copyrighted music, so I'm just going to turn it down. Is it? It's not a plasma launcher, right? What is this? Caster. That's... Thank you, thank you. Ooh, look, that's pretty good. Ooh, look at those clean animations. Damn! I like that when you get out of sprint it, like... Ooh! Damn, wait, that's sick. These animations look really good. And look at Jackie leveling up like crazy, though. This looks awesome. Honestly, every animation is really good. If I had to be critical, I would say the reload could use a little bit of extra weight. Parts of it feel a little floaty, but the actual structure and design of it's really good. Jackie, I don't know if they would want to because they're just doing it for practice, but like actually it's genuinely good. Genuinely good. Also, the way they tied all like the effects and shaders and stuff into it is crazy cool. Getting those like plasma strands to appear when charging is dope. Jackie's leveling up like crazy, man. That's sick. Hell yeah. Big W's. Big W's. Plasma caster was cool. Yeah, plasma caster I also thought was cool. It felt like a Bungie era weapon. It felt like it would just be a good thing. Oh, dude, wait, this one's gonna be super easy. Let's just knock this thing out. Rubble C. New. File. Append. _C. Give me my Rubble C. Select item. Bring it here. Origin to geometry. Reset it. Got a nice origin point on it. Very lovely. Phantom had a landing pad? Sort of. In Halo 2. It had these little, like, spire thingies. I made it into an object that has, like, cool landing pad functionality. Cov Rubble C. Save it to here. Flood objects. Cov Rubble C. Nice. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is just leave it as is. Render model's done. We pulled it out. Then we're going to do a quick collision model for it. So I am going to merge all things by distance. Shade flat so we can actually see the model. We're going to remove the cursed that so it doesn't look weird. And then we're going to give it a single material. Actually, for the collision model, I'm just going to delete. And then we're going to run a... Oh my god, wait, what the hell? Dom, thank you for the 20! Holy shit! Massive 20 gifted! Thank you so damn much! 120 people watching, that's a whole lot of gifts going out. Thank you very much! Holy fuck! That's crazy, dude. Thank you! Look at all these green names. If any of you guys getting gifted by Dom right now, please give them your thanks. That's fucking dope. Very much appreciated, dude. Holy fuck. Actually huge. Still gray. Unlucky. We're getting tons of new members in here. Welcome, new members. Massive, massive, massive. Listen to all those memberships. Thank you again, Dom. I don't even see you in chat. Where's Dom? They just came through and threw 20 gifted down like it was nothing. That's crazy. This poor alert box. So I had set up the alert box to just get all those out of the way super quickly, but back when I had the crappy stream elements set up, it would like spam the entire time, and people were like, I was like, yeah guys, I finally fixed it, and people were just, they demanded that I leave it cursed and spamming like indefinitely. So now it is like on purpose that it's shitty. People preferred it this way. It made it like more annoying for me, therefore better content for them. Oh. Alright, the last Covenant Rubble is done! Let's hook it up to an armature and get it in game. My suffering has finally ended. The oh is finally over. Okay, we attached everything into the armature. Let's export this into the game. Let's go, dude. It's so organized and nice. I love it so much. 20 plus gives to turn the screen to static for 5 seconds and blast a brain rot MP3 might be less annoying as crazy. But I can't even argue with that, like, realistically. Elton, if you have any good ideas for goofy-ass stream alerts and things, let me know. I should do some that, like, cover the screen with, like, the fucking Blades dashboard thing. That'd be kind of cool. The ooh cat. It's also my favorite. Not the Bwago anything, but I have that song in Fortnite. It's pretty epic. Dude, I'm so fast with these objects. It's actually crazy. How many times can I say crazy in like 5 minutes? Oh shit! Ladner's a Forerunner tier member. What is going on? Thank you very much, Ladner. Holy shit, dude. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Am I blind? Thank you, Ladner. Good God. I rarely hear that sound. The Forerunner tier membership sound is kind of wild. What's going on here? Oh, you know, it doesn't have a material, that's why. Hard. Metal. Solid. Cove. Like the rings. You fixed it. I was on 14-month streak, can have it ruined by an expired car that totally didn't forget to update. I love that that's like an actual priority here, but I appreciate it. That's actually sick. Thank you. Thank you for the crazy ass Covenant tier membership. $14-month streak does go crazy though. That's a lot. We got the final chunk of Covenant rubble. Arguably some genuinely of the best of these Covenant objects. They're also different and unique, but also the same. Look at them go. They're so cool. The way they're all fucked up. I love that. Been on for like 15 minutes, what happened? We got all of these objects in the game already. Full physics model, collision model, detail, everything. New Forge objects. Look how cool they are. Admire them! Look at them! Very nice, right? You can use these to add dynamic and interesting objects and sections to your Forge level. Need these bits for damage states? Honestly, not even a bad idea. No, I will not look. What the fuck? Not even a green name and you're talking back to me? What the fuck? Ew! Alright, let's go see what the next object should be. Is the back of the wall textured? It looks like it could have 2 different lights on the side. No, the back of the wall is literally just purple. This is what Bungie decided. And I looked at this and I went, sometimes it just be like that. That's gray discrimination, you bald bigot. Hey, sue me. I don't give a fuck. No bestagons? No, that'll work. Hey, calm down, calm down. Close one, I know, but they're there. Don't you fucking worry, huh? It's fine. It's right there. Where Bungie never made mistakes? No, not once ever. Obviously. Alright. What object should we get next? Oh boy, I just can't wait. I'm so excited! Do more debris or more structure? I'm thinking more structure. You get this giant pillar. That's kind of cool. I want the giant pillar. I think that would go kind of sick. Go sicko mode. This is end pod column versus pillar. So this is a column. All right. It's column time. Nah, I'll keep it in the center. I was thinking it might be easier if you grab it from the bottom so you can line it up better with the floor, but like... what can you do? Nothing. You can't do anything. Oh, you know what? Maybe the reason my... everything got reset to be super bright. Ah, whatever though. It's fine. We need some platforms that look good as elevated hallways. Elevated walkways. We have those, don't you worry. Actually, I might not even have it at the project, but I'm supposed to have it. Holy fuck, dude, it's so cold. The ice rain is coming down. It's the sleet. Cov column 01. Alright, it's beautiful, isn't it? The Cov column 01. A lot of Cov column 01 enjoyers out there. I'm pretty sure this thing is absolutely enormous, so I'm just going to quickly generate a Master Chief to understand how enormous it currently is. Oh my god. Do we keep it being the biggest thing in the entire universe? How bad is the ice storm in my area? Not as bad as up north a little bit more. I'm in Austin, so it's like, it's chill. But it's goddamn cold. Keep it. Yeah, alright. I mean, hey, worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I can always just scale it down really quickly, right? So it's not even a big deal. The only tricky thing about this is that making a physics model for it is going to suck slight amounts of wieners. And me personally, not a fan of that. Not a wiener enjoyer. Hard metal solid Cov. I'm going to leave this as full detail for the collision model, because it's so big, it's going to need that. Otherwise, it'll be kind of weird. So there's collision. And now physics. Now, normally I wouldn't want to do... How do I want to do this? Do I want to chop it up into bits? I could chop it into bits. Master structures allow us to build stuff simulating high charity. You know what? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Hold on, I'm gonna very quickly. This is gonna be awesome too, because this pillar is gonna be so big. But I'm gonna go use the restroom really quickly. I don't know why this coffee is making my bladder absolutely devastated. So give me 2 more minutes. We're back. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Ice storm's coming down and people around me are losing power. Pray for me. RJ has, yeah, I replaced my blood with caffeine and nicotine. That's true. Banana and Anime, thank you for the 420. Appreciate it.
Cat check. Where's your cat? Is he safe? Is he alright? Is he dry?
You know, lately I've been closing my door so that I'm not super loud. The cats don't come into my stream anymore because I've been closing my door a lot lately. Kind of sad. Maybe I should open it back up. Allow them to wander inwards. And enjoy the beauty that is my stream room. The bad things about the AI image generator, please knock his power. That's fucked up. I hate the AI image generator. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's awful. Stop. And you guys just keep reposting it, too. This shit just keeps getting reposted into the Discord server. Stop. This is horrible. I hate it. I'm not even bald. Why do you keep generating me bald? It's horrendous. And then this one, too. Where are my fucking legs, dude? This is the worst shit ever. Stop. Get help. Get some help. I fucking hate it here, man. Fucking, I'm making cubes, dude. We're doing a quick physics model. Quick and dirty. Well, not quick and dirty. We're gonna make it actually good, but like, you know what I mean. Optimization. Optimization. Oh, I must optimize. Actually, wait, I could bring this up even further. I think to like here, and then drag this in for. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's what it was about. Hey, yeah. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Big old chunk. Nice. Everyone knows how ugly hair is an unrealistic engine. Oh, how ugly and unrealistic it is. I believe in your master. The hair is disgusting. Honestly, that just comes down to the developers. If something looks like total doo-doo ass. Yeah, it's entirely up to the developers. You could make something in Unreal Engine 5 look amazing. You could make something super optimized in Unreal Engine 5. It's entirely up to the developers. If it looks bad, it's on them. Unreal Engine is a fine engine. You can make incredible stuff in it. Okay, we're going to split this piece off right here. Do a little convex hulling. A little convex hulling. Probably do the same here, honestly. Well, nah, it's fine. We're getting the general shape of this thing done. It's not too bad. We're just seeing an Unreal Engine 5 game that doesn't pass as ugly in some parts. And the devs can do good. Then the game will look good and be optimized. An Unreal Engine game that I think looks amazing is Marvel Rivals. I love me some Marvel Rivals, and that game, generally speaking, looks fucking awesome. The artists go crazy on that game, man. Super cool. UE5 mandatory temporal anti-aliasing makes everything look backstick. I don't think it's mandatory. I'm pretty sure you can just disable it. Unreal Engine 5 looks fantastic in interiors across the board. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Alright, that's a little bit complex for a physics object, but I think it's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to add these little things on the side here, these extrusions, as separate objects that are walkable, and then maybe slap some down on this bit right here too, but other than that, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so let's do this. First we will shape things like so. I could probably... I'll drag this up a bit more. Oh, wait, you can't, like, stand on it. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to apply a quick mirror modifier on this, on the y-axis, so that way we get a duplicate one right there. And then I'm also going to create one right here. We do a little cube, scale 10. Down to here. Bring it out. Bring it out to here. Grab this edge, drag it out like that. Oops. Try to separate this one out. Convex hull. Hopefully you guys find it at least a little bit satisfying to see some of this like shape work kind of come to light here. Kind of creating these shapes. I'm gonna do this. Duplicate, separate, grab just that edge. Drag it out to here. Drag this to there. Convex hull. Then just apply the mirror. Apply the mirror. Separate by loose parts. Apply the mirror. Separate by loose parts. Separate by loose parts. Okay, cool. There is our physics model. If we hide the... What is this, actually? What are you? Is that the original? Okay, cool. We got a great physics model for it, I would argue. Delete that bit. We're good, dude. New object. Huge. Wait, isn't that posted in a stream chat? What... Oh, now we're talking, dude. Oh, see, this is so much better. Compared to this, dude. Now, this is lore accurate. This is that's actually just what I look like. This is AI slop. This is disgusting. But this is actually just a real photograph. That's amazing. Holy shit. That's incredible. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Good work, isn't it? Good work. That was Sid who posted that. Actually incredible. This is the difference right here. AI slop. Beautiful artistry. Absolutely incredible. Right, looking like Finn the Human. That wasn't you? Oh. What did you post, Isna? Ooh, wait, what the fuck is this? It's like a crazy-ass Pillar of Autumn. Looks like the medic is like Uber charging the Pillar of Autumn right here, to be honest. Then the Pillar of Autumn kind of got like crazy looking, bent out of shape. It's like extra armor. Uber charged Pillar of Autumn can't hurt you. Ooh. Alright, let's put our new object in the game. It's Uber, not Uber. That's what I said. All right. Cov column A. Of column A. Cov column A. Wow. All right, we'll take these, put them into our new cov column folder like so. And then we do a spam import. Brand new object. Here we go. Take our crate object, the covenant column that we just spent way too much time on. Throw the model tag in there. Hope that we got all our materials and stuff set up correctly. We did! It just works, dude. God damn, I'm good at what I do. Alright, here's our existing objects. Cool covenant wall. Flood, or destroyed covenant bits. And now, another piece of structure. Let's see it. Covenant, not rubble. We have plenty of rubble. Now actual structure pieces. Enormous, gigantic covenant column. Boom! Oh, wait. Whoa! Boom! There we go, dude. There we freaking go, dude. New object unlocked. The physics? Pretty good, pretty good. Ah! Yeah, that feels pretty good. Optimized physics model, very nice. Even, well, I guess you probably, yeah, there's kind of an invisible wall here, but also I don't care, so there's that. I can see through it. It's over, dude. My whole career just ended just like that.
So you know AM from I have no mouth and I must scream? Like their motto is the word hate. Well, turns out apparently neuro is the opposite of AM. Want proof?
Sorry for the delay, gamers. I got a sandwich though, so that's pretty huge. Miss Dono, Demon of Song with the $10 super chat. So you know, AM from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I'm familiar with the story. Like their motto is the word hate. Well, turns out apparently neuro is the opposite of AM. Want proof? I presume you have sent me proof. Hold on. I'm fixing a physics model. I will observe proof momentarily. What kind of sandwich is a PBJ? I haven't had one in forever. Gotta get the protein from that peanut butter. Okay, my career is saved. The physics model is now solid and my head no longer pokes through things. Saved for this part, apparently. Why did I do that? Also, why are there edges here? These don't need to be here. No. No! Oh wait, I can just do this. Wait. Fuck. It's probably fine. It's not fine. That's good. That'll do. That'll do. I need a custom game browser for modded maps right now. Somebody in the Halo Mods Discord server, not even somebody, a team of people are working on that actually. It looks extremely, extremely promising. I'm very excited about it. Cool. Big column, done. Not Bungie slapping an entire trim sheet as the sidewall texture. That's crazy. I'd even code something like that without the source code. It's something that wraps around the existing code and kind of just like hijacks the functions of the game, I presume. But also, even if you do a minor bit of reverse engineering, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. It just takes a lot of effort. El Dorito, case in point. Insane amount of effort, incredible results. With stuff that theoretically should only be possible with the source code. Ugh. Use the Dali custom game browser tool. I'm not sure yet. I don't think they've released it or finished it. Anyway, this is cool. Very happy with it. Make stream chat again. What is this? What? Do not observe me, peasants. You wish for my mods, is that it? You want them? You may not have them. Pathetic. Little gray names in chat. Oh, are those green names? Oh, so lovely to have you here. Okay. My potions are too strong for you, traveler. New YouTube profile pic? It does go hard. But then people will be like, AI slop, an AI prompt generated that for you. You support that kind of stuff? I don't care. It's 2026. So this is just our life now. Are they wrong? No, I don't even disagree with it. It's just annoying because it's just the world we live in now. Next object. Mission an artist? Not a bad idea. I won't because it disturbs me greatly already, but you're right. I just think it's okay to if somebody's doing something as a bit, they make a stupid meme using AI, and it's funny. It's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. Ooh, let's get this thing in. This is cool. This is also very easy to do. Memes is what AI is perfect for? Yeah, exactly. Just low effort content. I don't really know what the point of this plate is, but I want it. So I got it. Dude, it is coming down outside. Please don't let my power go up. Please! Alright, hanger shelf. Going to import it now. The hanger shelf. It's so beautiful. The noise is sleet? Jeez, yeah, it's coming down. I'm going crazy. It's coming in bursts. Yeah, it's slop for memes. It takes fucking forever. A lot shorter time than actually doing it yourself in Photoshop, that's for sure. Oh, this one's actually going to be so easy. Cov. What is it called? Like half. I'm just going to call it Cov circle half. Cool. And duplicate it. This is going to become the collision model. Hard, metal, solid, cov. Yeah, I'm just actually going to leave it like that. Merge by distance. Actually, it didn't even become that ugly that time. We're going to do a shade flat. Duplicate it, hide these, and we're going to make this into a physics model. In order to make this into a physics model, it's actually very easy. First, I'm going to do tries to quads to make everything a little bit simpler. And I'm going to try to do every other edge dissolved to make it like extra simplified, ideally. Nice. You love to see it. And I'm going to work my way outwards. So, Damon, $20. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it.
Do you want me to draw you with Fabio hair? Is that what I'm hearing? Cause I'ma need something in return for that. And you know what my price is. I want to play Sable Locust Eye in Ultimate Forge.
Listen, I never asked for that, in fairness. Okay?
My co-workers would use AI instead of using me to make images for shirts and patches. It PMO cause I'm actually good, but they choose AI instead.
Oh my god. That's annoying. So if you do it for like a meme online, and nobody's getting hurt from it, I think that's whatever, not a big deal. But that sucks, and that's actually ass. When it starts affecting work, that's just straight doo-doo dookie. But Demon, you want me? You want to draw me with Fabio hair? I want a placeable locust AI and ultimate forge. I guess it is technically a biped. It is possible. Uber drivers call. Oh, I heard about that. That's kind of insane, to be honest. Is that kind of insane behavior? Oh, that, you know what they did? I remember hearing about this. They go on Google Street View, they find your front door, and then they AI generate it at the time of day with the food bag in front of your door. That's insane. Yeah, actually, I'm more surprised you didn't ask for the Jester, to be honest. Well, I guess I technically made it already, so... Technically understandable. Actually, I could save a bunch if I just do this, since there's a bigger thing encompassing it. Just do that. Save a bunch of verts. And use this for the base floor and wall. The dish is actually just the 400 dish, but purple. It seems like it. It might... No, I mean, it's a little different in shape. It's a lot flatter, but yeah, pretty much. The Jester was a shitty joke. Yeah, you just actually want the Locust. Which, like, you know what? Valid. Valid. Wait. Why did we just cut it? Can I just... Can I just do this? What happens if I do this? If I take all of that and convex hull... I guess it overrides, because the inside... okay. We can do... Let's do this. Grab you and you. No. Okay, okay, no, I understand what I need to do now. Okay, decent. Then take these, extrude down, convex hull again. Honestly, I feel like I could get away with less detail. Like, what is even this? Dissolve vertice. Guess that's fine. We'll do the same thing over here. Convex hull. Got to get rid of a bunch of useless vertices, so dissolve that one. Fill, convex hull, delete that face, convex hull. Any more useless vertices? I don't think so, actually. I think oh yeah, this one. Dissolve, vertice, convex hull again. Grab these two, drag them down to this height, convex hull. Okay, it builds out the mass and shape of it. Another vertice dissolved, delete faces. Why Drake not bald if bald shaped? I'm not bald shaped. Have you considered getting your eyes checked? Look at this. It's working. Me when it do be working. I almost didn't even save this. Cov, circle, half. Whew. Did all that work on the physics model and almost didn't even save it. I would have wanted to die. I wear glasses. What's your excuse? Your mom. Damn, I'm speeding up right now. This goes crazy. Okay, dissolve all those vertices. Take the remaining disgusting endgone, delete. Convex hull, grab these two, extrude them down to the main bottom height. Convex hull again. All vertices accounted for. And we're done! Physics model created. Huge. Honestly, didn't even need to go that hard. But I did, because that's just the kind of person that I am. Alright, so first thing we do, grab these. Oh, we need to make a armature that we can attach everything to, so we'll take all the physics and render and put it on there. And then we need to take the collision, and we need to attach it to the one bone here. Parent it to that. Good to go. And we also just got to double check that everything has a material. It looks like everything does. Perfect. Let's put it in game. I have no idea what this looks like. If this is ugly, I'm going to be really sad. I didn't even get to see it with textures yet because I just had it in Blender the whole time. All right, new folder for our object, cov circle half. Who sniped you? It's probably Dom. Dom came in here and just obliterated multiple people instantly. 20 of them, in fact. All right, we have the object ready to import. It's pretty much completely done. We're just gonna drag the new object I made for it in, hook it up to a new model tag that I copied for it, and we hit one button and it should be good. Go. Huge, it imported. Let's make sure the physics model's fixed so it stops flopping onto the ground when I spawn it in. And now we spawn it in. Okay. That's kind of cool. No complaints here. I could see people making some pretty useful stuff with this. Make some platforms and stuff. Oh, there's even a bottom too with like a solid blank plate. How's the weather? Very cold. I'm dying. People around me are reporting power outages, and I'm just praying that's not me. If I can't mod Halo or play Marvel Rivals, I might have to just do it for real. That's pretty cool. Little cubby circle. You can make circles out of it. Not the best object by far in that we've ripped out of the mission, but cool nonetheless. Alright, what do we do next? Do we get the Roomba? We could get the Roomba. Covenant Roomba is kind of sick. It's an object. Oh wait, maybe I want to get this thing in. This thing's kind of cool. Oval, technically. Yeah, true. Or is it? Because actually, the center is an oval, and the outer part is an imperfect circle. Because it's kind of pointy right there. Is it just me, or did the light just flicker on this? Am I tripping? The lights flicker on this thing, or am I actually just having a stroke right now? You know what? We'll just never know. Main computer, main console. That's your power outage. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's bad juju. Don't say that. We will not be having a power outage today. Texas infrastructure is so good. That would never happen. This one's gonna be easy. As proven by past events, never has a power crisis in all of history. Nothing bad has ever happened here in a snowstorm. Thank you for the 3 dark steel.
Texas versus 1 inch of snow, who wins?
Okay, the snow's not the problem. If it snowed here, pipes would burst and that would be the end of it. It's the fucking ice, dude. Ice builds up on power lines and tree branches, and it weighs them down, and it makes them fall onto each other, and then the power lines go out, and then it's the roads are too icy for the companies to come out and fix shit, so everybody's just dying. It's so bad. We get it. Okay. Okay. Cov console. Dude, it's literally, you can hear it probably right now coming through my microphone. It just keeps picking up. It's going insane. For a second, I want to hear the delicate pitter-patter. Oh, it calmed down as soon as I mute the music. Oh, it's going. Yeah, it's going crazy right now. It's just pitter-patter. It's way calmer than it was. Earlier, it was really fucking loud. Jesus, I jump scared myself. We're in the thick of it right now. Alright, since this is a collision model, I will do... Actually, I don't even need to duplicate this because I'm going to make our collision model, or physics model myself. Watch in awe as I decimate this for a low poly collision model. Cost reduced. It's perfect. Next up, we make a physics model for it. What happened in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z? Okay, I stop right there. I no longer read. Alright, that looks pretty good, and then I'm gonna extrude, no, not extrude, I'm going to take this, duplicate this piece, then extrude it up to like here, thin it out a little bit, drag it up one more time, and then merge at center, merge at center. Pretty good, and then the last thing I would have to do is one more cube. And this one will just go here. That's good. There's our physics model. We did it! New object unlocked. The Cov console. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. But it looks cool. So that's what I'm going to call it, is Cov console. Alright, let's, in order to fix it, we're just going to go ahead and create a armature again. Put our physics and our render model onto the armature. And then put the collision model onto a bone, because that's just, god damn it. Collision model onto armature, pose mode, pose, bone, parent to bone. Done. Now we can put it in the game. Easy. I don't like so extreme oversimplified collision models, but the thing is, you'll just never know. You'll just never know. And it'll be insanely optimized, and you'll be happy without ever knowing. Alright, let's put it in the game. If it doesn't have 50k polygons, I don't want it. That's so valid, and you're so real for that. Optimization is for pussies. If you can even ever see a single polygon, you're downgraded from a AAA game to a AA game. You need to have so many triangles on your models, so many of those polygons, that no matter how much you zoom in, everything looks like it's a perfect curve. If a player can see a polygon in 2026, they are going to refund the game instantly, because you don't deserve their money for making a low poly model in 2026, you piece of shit. How dare you? Ooh, look at this. This is cool, man. I like this. Yeah, this is bigger than I thought. I actually need to add a little bit more detail to this bit right here. Loving them flood groans. Thank you so much for saying those words in that order. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a bit better. Damn, I didn't realize this thing was so big. Now I'm realizing I actually do have to put a little more effort into these bits. Bobs. SpongeBob's. Big guy. Merge there, there, and there. I love you, thank you, Mac. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll do like that. And we try to shrink this as much as we can until we can't anymore. So it looks like we're going to need to bring them back about to here. And them out a little there. And then we need to modify the position of these, I suspect. No, I think it's fine, actually. I'll drag them down a little, though. Okay, that should be good. Not that this is the most important thing in the world, but I like it when the, like, physics feels right. Right now in game, it's a little wonky. There's invisible areas that you can clearly tell. Like right there. And now, you can walk past it like how you'd expect. Pretty cool. You can jump up on it. Stand on it. That low poly model is what I'm interacting with when I run into this thing, and it feels good. It feels like that's what it actually is. Very nice. That's a great object. I didn't think it would look that good, actually, but that's sick. These Covenant pieces are coming out very nicely so far. Me gusta. Let's see what we got next. We can get this thing. It's kind of just useless. Ooh, this thing's cool. Covenant R&D pad. The research and development pad. I'm gonna call it like a Covenant hologram or something. I don't know. What is this? Cover tubes. What the fuck is cover tubes? What are these? These are just decorations, just things and stuff. At the beams. We could do the hallway. No, the hallway's gonna be a bitch and a half. I don't want to do that right now. Fuck that. Okay, let me hide the stuff I already. Actually, no, I'm not gonna hide everything. I know what I already have. Do that. Let's do this pillar. This pillar speaks to me. It says dirty things to me. Yeah, we're gonna grab this Sanct Pillar 06. Imagine seeing this live stream in 2008. That'd be crazy. Got home from school and it's like new Halo stuff being made in real time. Like, oh, I wish I could time travel. I would totally do that. Thank you for the 69.
When Chief rescues Cortana from High Charity, he says, "You know me, when I make a promise."
Yep.
Yada yada yada. No, John, she doesn't know you. Y'all have known each other for 40 days. Stop gooning to your AI pal, Chief.
That's just the world we live in. Men getting attached real quick and easy. Human AI, does it matter? Men, am I right? Ugh. I'm seeing the way in which I need to structure this entire pillar. Ugh. There's actually going to be a bitch and a half. Okay, first things first, we can do the collision model. I do it the same way every time. It's real easy. Delete all the materials off the collision model. Give it a hard, metal, solid cov material. The game engine auto recognizes that and assigns it, so it saves me a minor amount of effort. Then we're going to add a decimate modifier to crunch the fuck out of this thing, but at least a 0.5. First we merge everything by distance and fix the shading. Now it's crunched. Oh, and shade flat, actually. I think we can get away with even lower poly, to be honest. That'll do. Collision model done. Easy. Right, next up, we're going to do the physics. And you know what, actually, for the physics, I'm just going to do everything by hand again. It's going to be way too intensive if I tried to, like, take something this detailed and then try to turn it into a physics model by, like, chopping pieces off. So I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to do it the right way. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. First, how big is it? Pretty big. Pretty damn big. I can spawn a chief for scale. Yeah, this is a big pillar. We can actually see it in game because I technically have it already here in the ship. This one's extra big, but this is what it'll look like. Actually, wait, don't I have a physics model already made for this? I think this one might be kind of yeah, this is a crappy-ass physics model. That's a lazy one. We're making an actually good one, kind of like this pillar has. Alright, so here's how I'm going to try and run this anyway. Go like that. Drag it up to here. And then I'm going to do an extrusion up to here. I'm going to do a scale outward, like that. Drag this forward. I'll have to do a bevel there then. Okay, wait. Next, here. Then I take this. I'm going to separate this into a different piece. Like that. And I'm going to use that to split it down the middle. And I can drag this bit. Actually, wait. Let me do a double split, actually. Triple split? No, we'll do a double to start, and then I can do a split in the middle. So we take that, drag it inward. No, this is where I do the triple split. Then I take it inward. Okay, not bad. And then I do need to split this, though, into two other pieces real quick. Nice. Now, I pretty much have the entire top part done. Now I just need to do this little triangle thing, which really, I can't stop seeing it as a beak. It looks like a bird's beak. I can't unsee it. Thank you for the 2 laughs.
I posted in supporter chat. It is not the same video that they've been posting about, but it has the same thumbnail. Just watch it, lol.
What is... Oh, in supporter chat you said. Oh wait, Demon sent me something. So what the fuck is this? Is this me? Ah! What the fuck is that? Delete that forever. Hello? That was horrifying, and it was me. Why did he laugh like that? Ew. That's disgusting. Jail. I'm not bald. Did never forget that. Nor am I balding. Keeps will have you believe that I am bald. But that's just the big bald industry for you. Doing their best to keep haired men down. Boom. Boom. Pretty good so far. It's not bad. I can take this a step further even. Did OG Halo 1 or Halo 2 have collision models? Just one model? All games, all Halo games have collision and physics. The major difference is that in Halo 1, physics models were made out of circles that would like push into the ground, which is why all vehicles feel really floaty, because they don't have actual Havoc physics with shapes like this. It's just a fuck ton of spheres. Like floaty ghost spheres. That's why you can shove vehicles through walls if you press it hard enough. Alright, that's a probably overly complex shape if I'm being honest, but I suppose I could just split it right here. It's important that the edges for ghost jumps are present. You need to think about jumpers and HL. No, but if there's gonna be like an edge of some kind, I gotta make sure that it's like wait, fuck. Duplicate, separate. I don't want triangles right now. Okay, cool. To answer more succinctly, no. No, I don't think so, no. Wait, maybe if I drop this down more and then scale it outwards. Oh, yes, the shape, it conforms. Very satisfying. I enjoy that. Done. Big physics is trying to hold me down, but they can't do it. I'm too strong. I am the Halo engine's strongest soldier. I wish anyone would pay me $1 for every triangle that... Oh god, it flagged. That scared the shit out of me. Oh. Why do I have a Cov Pillar A folder already? Okay, anyway. Cov Pillar A. Oh, I forgot an armature. That was the last step. Make our armature. Shove everything onto it real quick so that it imports into the game. Save and export. We good. That pillar was a bitch and a half. But we're good now. Grab these, make a new folder. Cov Pillar A. Cov Pillar A. Alright, let's import it into the game engine. Take our new copied and pasted crate. Give it a copied and pasted pillar model tag, and then we'll use that model tag to import everything now. Beautiful. Let's fix the physics model so it doesn't flop around on the ground, and instead is nice and fixed in place by doing that. Let's spawn it in! Huge! Console, Cov, Pillar A. We already have so many objects, dude. We're just like grinding this shit out. It's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Alright, let's see how the physics and collision is. Collision is super solid. Awesome. Physics. Also super solid. Nice. That's sick. Collision on all these is really great, actually. Damn. I didn't even try walking on this yet. Seems fine. S tier forge objects. Love to see it. I really like this pillar especially. I think it looks so good. I feel like there's already so much you could do with just these parts alone, and there's so many more things I want to add in. Back, what's up, fellas? What up, Jared? We're adding a bunch of new objects. Look, we imported all these today. Covenant, High Charity, Flood Ship themed objects for the Flood canvas. Look at all these things. pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Add flood stains to the surface textures. Easier said than done, to be sure. Alright. Alright. How many more do I want to add? So many more. So many more. Like this one, for example. I want to add hallways with doors. That sadly won't work, but hallways with doors nonetheless. When do you plan on shipping the mod? Oh god, as soon as possible, ideally. People were begging me to add these Covenant objects to the flood map because the Reach Forge World objects looked weird on here, and I kind of agreed. I might just do a palette swap where instead of having the Forerunner panels on this, I could turn them into like Covenant panels instead, just like retexture them for this map. So instead of this like metal Forerunner plate, it could be like a Covenant plate or something. I don't know, just ideas. That way the clash between the two art styles isn't too insane. Food for thought. But you know what? Speaking of food for thought, I'm gonna go grab a quick snack. Give me like another 2 minutes. That's right. My third AFK for the stream for another whole 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Oh my god, bro, there's so much ice coming down right now. There's so much. I literally went to my back door. I went downstairs to my kitchen. I was refilling my water. I was like, I wonder what it looks like outside. I go to open the door, and it doesn't open. I'm like, what? And I yank on the door, and it finally opens with like a ton of strength, and I noticed my door froze shut. It had fused to the door frame from all the ice on the ground. There's so much ice here right now. It's insane. Talca, thank you for the 2! You didn't even say anything, Talca. We were looking at your stuff, or no? Not your stuff. Never mind, I got it mixed up. Dude, my poor car is probably covered in a sheet of ice right now. I really should have put it in the garage. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Don't let the power go out. It is not letting up anytime soon. Alright. Next forge object. We must make our decision. Our palette of forge objects is already looking really good, to be honest. I'm loving all these so far. This is great. tower. What is tower? Ooh, let's do this piece of, like, broken pipe. It's kind of cool. I vote a massive tower, aka upscaled pillar. I mean, we do already have this giant thing right here. It's pretty huge. And a massive grav lift to connect to the Covenant ship. And we have... Oh, no, we don't have the grav lift. We still have the egg shield. That object, the, you know, the one from assembly. That's, hey, that exists. That's the thing that exists. Speaking of assembly, Loki kind of want to jump over to that map really quickly and see if there's any objects over there that might actually be fitting the same theme as this. It might be a little too clean, though. All the stuff from here is kind of dirty. Because it's slightly implied to be, you know, floody. My headset just made a scary noise. I hope that's not a bad sign. Midship, no. What is it called? Oh, descent? Is it descent? Maybe it's descent. Guys, my Bluetooth is cutting out, and I don't think that's a good sign. Damn, look how clean these metal shaders are. That's so good. Damn. These look so cool, dude. This is like ODST era stuff. Looks so nice. God, I love the lighting on this map. Those battery things could be useful? Maybe. Unfortunately, most of these things are actually just giant objects that... There's not really any crazy instance geopieces other than these battery things, yeah. But we already kind of have objects that look exactly like this from the campaign mission, so it's whatever, I guess. Ooh, look, worms. For the scarabs. Where the scarabs get their worms in the worm tanks. Here's the egg shield that everybody uses. It's a forge object. This is such a cool effect. I love this particle. Should have used this for my RTS mod, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That's a great, like, beacon. Fresh scarab. Nice and fresh. Dude, Bungie fucked with the scarabs so heavily. They were like, oh, dude, these things are awesome. We get like a double scarab battle, then we're gonna have like a multiplayer map where you see them made. Damn, scarabs are sick as fuck. 343 through their whole run was just like, I don't, let's not add those. I don't think we should add those to the game. I don't think we should do that. I think they're too cool and too fun. We should take everything good about the scarabs and make worse versions of them that are all pre-scripted bullshit. Oh yeah, Halo 5, we had the Kraken, except it's like an enormous super scarab, and also it's literally just a giant part of the map and is not even, like, an enemy. Sorry. Halo Wars 2 Scarab Fox, what do you mean? That's not 343, they just sanctioned the game and said make it. The Lich explosion was better than the Scarab, bro. You better be talking about my explosion. And in which case I would argue I still don't think so. I think this Halo 3 Scarab Explosion is still better than the one I did for the Lich. But I do really like the one I did for the Lich. Biased, obviously, but you know, whatever. Hunter from the waist up. Locust from the waist down. Thoughts? That's just a centaur. You just described an alien centaur. Next object. I want to do this cool pillar because it's cool. That's it. Cove beam. This one will take like 2 seconds. New. I import it. Let me go back really quickly. I want to see. There's this beam. Another beam somewhere in here. Oh, it's that one. Yeah, it's fine. You might be like, oh man, this is sure gonna be hard. How in the world is a rejected shotgun gonna make a... How's he gonna make a physics model for this thing? There's no way, he just can't do it. It's too hard. So true. This is a truly incredible challenge for me, but I'm willing to take it on. Well, it was hard, but I somehow managed it. There it is, we did it, physics model, yay! Let's give it a material real quick, the same as usual. Hard, metal, solid, cove. Now they both have it, we hide that. Now we just need a little collision model and we're chilling. I don't know how you survived making that. Not easy. Honestly, it's just due to my incredible perseverance. My immense talent. Okay, shade splat. It's all merged and lovely. What? Is that actually just connected to it? Oh my god, they really did it. That's crazy. Alright, generate, decimate, boom. Honestly, maybe even more. Boom. More! God bless America. That's probably fine. Cool, we're done. We did it, guys. We're revolutionary for train track railing. I guess. Kind of lopsided. I'm not sure you'd want to make a train track out of this thing. But sure, whatever floats your boat. Alright, let's take our beam. Grab these crate and model tags from the last object, make another folder for it, name these Covenant Beam, and we'll use those to do a bulk import of our blender stuff into the engine. Bulk import, go! Easy. And we'll quickly fix the physics model so it doesn't flop all over. Actually, I do want it to flop all over the place. That's what she said. I want to see it with its physics model to make sure that it actually just like rolls around nicely. Cool. Seems fine to me. We did it. New forge object. Big. Sure was hard, guys. Sure was hard. Alright, I guess we're on to the next one. Like, damn, that was quick. We're already building up a really good library of objects. Feeling rather pleased. The main objects I'm really interested in getting right now are these here. And yeah, mainly these four right here, to be honest. We got like pretty much every, oh, and this one too. These five are the big, they're my big five. And then later on I definitely want to get these two. And then we probably want to get this giant Covenant ship part. And then the hallways, of course. The hallways with little door frames and everything. Hold on, I'm gonna go check out the ice outside real quick. I'm a weather nerd and I haven't got to enjoy any crazy weather. I'm gonna go check it out really quickly and also see how See how my car is doing. I'll be right back. Wish I could say it was snowing outside because it almost looks like everything's covered in snow here, but it's just ice. Just so much ice. Alright, let's do this. The Covenant Roomba is our next one. I think this one's pretty easy to do. Thinking about the shape of it and everything. It should be easy. Some cubes. Cubes here, cubes there, cubes everywhere. This is the swoop ramp, is what it's called. Do a swoop ramp. Actually, I may have already done a physics model for this, so I could probably save some time. Let me see, did I do a good physics model for it, though? This is when I put it in the ship. It's okay. Nah, it could definitely be better. It could definitely be better. Let's do our own. The swoop ramp. I'm literally just gonna call it the Covenant Roomba. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but it does look cool. Should I show this to you in stream chat? It's mostly going to be the next month's progress. Ooh, yeah, sure. Post that shit. I'd love to see it. I love the work that you do. You put so much cool source engine stuff into the game. That'd be sick. I'm going to do a collision model for this thing. Merge everything. Make it look weird. Then make it look less weird. Then decimate. That'll do. Even better. Oh wait, maybe too much. It's kind of fucked up there. Yeah, that'll do. 1800 to 900. That's nice. I can live with that. Remove all materials and just add one collision material. Hard metal. Solid cov. Save this to flood objects. Covenant Roomba. How do I do that convex hole shit? Oh, I have it pinned to my quick favorites, but it's just a function you can run. Convex hole, boom. Removes any concave stuff. I think it's under, what, like mesh? Yeah, mesh convex hole. Well, my webcam's in the way, but you just go into edit mode on an object, go to mesh, and then hit convex hole right here. And it does it. Whenever you import something like a physics model into Halo, it does this automatically when you import it, which is why sometimes if you have an object that's like if you have, let's say you have this, right? But then your physics model is actually like, these are merged together, they needed to be separate, but when you import it in the game, it becomes this, because it convex holes a single object. So you want to, like, when you're doing something like this, you want to separate them out as two separate objects, that way, when it does convex hole, it does that instead. You can have as many separate objects as you want in a physics model. It just adds up to a more maximum count that you would preferably like to avoid hitting. The simpler the physics model, the better. Physics models are the #1 contributor to maps overloading. That's why I'm trying to be so careful and optimize things and manually make these physics models. Is there doing the Halo 3 objects when I make some? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's make physics. Alright, we're going to start by building out the core of this object here. But first things first, we're going to make the floor of it. Dude, I'm so scared. My fucking Bluetooth keeps, like, lagging, and I'm like, that's it. That's it. It's over. The ice storm gets me. It eats me. Thank you. Thank you for the thoughts and prayers. Okay, so that's like the biggest core piece I could realistically get out of just a single cube. It gets this ramp, and then it solidifies all the way up to there for the floor. Not that it really needs to have an interior volume, but it's better that it does. In case somebody, like, falls inside somehow, it'll push them out instead of trapping them. Okay. Next. Do cursor to... Wait, 3D, cursor... 3D, cursor... Cursor to selected. There we go. So make another cube, scale 10. I think the next thing I'll want to do here, merge down to one vertex. And I'm going to have to just outline this basically. You know what? I think I'm just gonna ignore this little divot thingy here, because like realistically, players are too small to fit through that. So I can just go ahead and do that. And go boom, boom, boom. Okay, if we look at that, that's what the physics model for this bit looks like right now. Convex holding it still works because there's nothing concave here, so that's good. I think that will have to be the entirety of this object, so I'm going to go ahead and extrude this to there, convex hull. I'm going to run a mirror modifier on this. So we got double-sided ones there, apply it and separate by loose parts. And I can actually shrink this down now. We're off to a good start. Check out what I said. Oh, let me check it out, dude. Let's see. Gmod guy does some cool shit. Sorry, I was getting a little distracted there. Stream chat. Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, no way. This is my... Okay, I've always had a weird fascination with this vehicle you worked on. Let me check out the first video. But I know what the other thing you posted is. Much like how I have a weird fascination with flying the Pelican in Halo, when I was in Gmod, I had a weird fascination with flying the Combine dropship. Pretty sick. No, wait, does it actually open? Oh, wait, that's cool. This is Halo 1, by the way. You guys couldn't tell. Like, is that's the Combine dropship from Half-Life 2. And apparently... it flies. Ooh, that's sick. Damn, wait, that's a lot of detail. That's a fuck ton of effort. That's so sick. What the hell? That's really cool. Damn, nicely done. That's fucking dope. Alright, let's finish up this object. Gnarly. True. Throwing down a cube. New cube. Let's merge at center. So we go with a vertex again, and then we're going to do this right here. There. There. Watch this. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Alright, that's pretty good. I guess the last thing we'll want to do here is... I guess we'd want to extrude to here. I'll probably have to just simplify this down as well, but now if I just take all this, extrude it downwards to about there. Oh, forgot, because this is technically concave, huh? Well, in that case, I'll just do this. Convex hole there. Convex hole there. Alright, we're getting there. We can take this, generate a mirror modifier, slap it over to the other side, apply and separate by loose parts. Same deal here, generate, mirror, Y, apply, separate. That leaves us with most of the front done. I'll just put a cube right here in the middle. We move you there, no, there. We scale big and also wide. We do that easy. Alright, last thing I'm gonna do is honestly just make like a giant cube for this or something. This weather is Greenland's fault. Somehow, someway, you're absolutely right. That's so true. I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out. The hell is a Covenant Roomba? It's what cleans the Covenant ships. Duh. Also, it just looks kind of cool. So, there's that. Oh, dude, it's so optimized. It's so optimized. My god. Except for those parts, but we don't talk about those parts. My god, it's beautiful. Peak physics model optimization. Really just makes me want to come in here and chop up some of these bits. Like, god. Oh, actually, no, these are also very optimized. I lied. We're almost done. We just need the big cube. We need the cube now. The back part. Kind of looks like a doorless building. Yeah, I mean, it's just a cool prop, I guess. It's fine. It's kind of freaking neat, dude. Not to brag, but this is really freaking neat. How much can I get away with literally just a cube? Bungie always seems to get away with the most crazy shit with actually just having a single cube. Can I do the same? Is this a beveled area? I guess it would be, sorta. We do that. And then for the sticking out parts, I guess I could have like a cube there. And then 2 cubes there, maybe? Or like 3 cubes? I'll give that a try. As long as it's just cubes, I mean, honestly, it's fine. One of those, and then we mirror it. Separate. And then the last thing I want to do is just like 2 little things that kind of block your way out on the sides here. And I think it's good. And I have a really good idea for how to optimize these as well. Make them optimized anyway. Okay, so like that. I drag it inward like that. And down. Here. There. Okay, that actually is not bad. Maybe also I could do like that and then drag it out further to like there. I think that's good. And then we just mirror that, put it in the game. It's done. Look at this. 13 physics objects, or well, 14. Only 240 triangles. That's a good-ass physics model right there, dude. Super optimized. All convex shapes. W. Alright, let's get the Covenant Roomba in the game. Oh, right. Almost forgot. Last step is making an armature and shoving everything onto it. Alright, now we put it in the game. What? Oh, one of my physics models is non-existent. That one. Oh, and this one actually needs to be separated by those parts. Perfect. Cove Roomba. Cove Roomba. Grab these two. Roomba. Roomba. And now we put it in the game with a super nice physics model. Lately, I'm really like, I used to hate doing physics models. Now I actually like really enjoy it. Now that I know how important it is to the game and how optimized it needs to be. Can it clean flood flesh though? Maybe. There's only one way to find out. That's to spawn it in. Not this crappy version on there, but instead a unique actual crate tag for itself. That will be an object you can spawn in. Give me a Roomba. Where's my Roomba? There it is! The Cove Roomba! It's beautiful. I love it so. Still have no idea what it's supposed to be though. Look at that. Detailed physics model. My god. It's so detailed. So much that you can literally just walk up on it. Nice! Dude, look at all these objects. Whoever was pushing non-stop for having Covenant objects in the game, they were real for that. These look great, and I think they'll be a great addition. And we still have more to do. But not today, because I'm hopping off. Our Covenant Roomba makes me very happy, and we can gaze at all these other objects here, including hallways and other giant pieces and other decorative pieces to add in, which most of these will honestly be really easy. But we will continue it tomorrow, as long as my power is on and the ice storm hasn't taken me out. So far, so good, though. You know, so far, so good. That's it, guys. I'm going to hop out of here. I got to give a huge shout-out to all the new members. Thank you, gifted memberships. We had Dom in here, gifting 20. Thank you to all you guys who participated in the daily tip goal. Appreciate you. Thank you for all the super chats. But most importantly, thank you for just being here. Davy Jones VFX, thank you for the 2.
Inject 500 milligrams of Anavar on stream right now.
The fuck is Anavar? The brand name for oxandrolone, a synthetic oral antibiotic androgenic steroid. Androgenic steroid to promote muscle regrowth. Is that just steroids? You want to watch me turn into the fucking Incredible Hulk instantaneously? Thanks for the 2, David Jones. I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. I'll try to start a little earlier tomorrow. I was just up late last night having a good time gaming and shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night, y'all. Tune in tomorrow for more Big Covenant object stuff. It's me and Blender, pretty much. That'll be the stream tomorrow. Have a good one, you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye! Survive the storm! Soldier on! Survive! Bye-bye.